Hollywood and it's evident. I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, y'all know we starting off the video right. Y'all see the clipboard. Time to talk about it in action. Man, not even gonna hold you Magic fans. Magic fans. I don't know what to say. 118, 111. The most crucial part about this entire thing is the fact that Paolo Banchero had a 43-point performance. A 43-point double-double. 43, 10, and 3. And we lost this game. Magic fans, how we lose this game? Magic fans... Franz Wagner 4 for 16, 0 for 2 from 3, and I get it. Paolo went 2 for 7 from 3, but he 9 for 11 from the free throw again. Still, and I get it. He didn't make a free throw at the end of the game, whatever, so on and so forth. He's still putting up great numbers from the free throw line. I'll give it up to Franz, 8 for 8. Give it up to basically the whole team because we've been doing pretty good on free throws. That's really one of the only highlights that we're really going to talk about this team in this video, because one thing that we have to talk about is the defensive lapses that we are seeing multiple times from a team that not too long ago was praised very, very highly for their defense, right? There was a point in this season where all they would talk about was how the Magic have defense and how the Magic this and the Magic are so good at locking their opponents down, so on and so forth. 118 to 111 was the final score with a 40-point performance in the fourth quarter, willing the Minnesota Timberwolves to win this game by 7. 40 to 24 in the fourth, that's tough. They almost doubled our points. They were 2 buckets away from doubling our points. Shout out Minnesota, though, because, of course, they had guys who were going crazy. Anthony Edwards with 28, 4, and 5. Julius Randle, 22, 7, and 5. Rudy Gobert with a double-double, 12 and 12. McDaniels, 11, 8, and 2. Naz Reid, 8, 7, and 3. Alexander Walker, 12, 3, and 1. Man. Wendell Carter Jr., 2 for 5, 0 for 2 from 3. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why you're shooting threes. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why, there shouldn't be a reason that Wendell Carter Jr. is shooting threes and he's going 0 for 2. There shouldn't be a reason why we're going 2 for 5. And we just got to be better. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope wasn't there. Who stepped up? Somebody like Corey Joseph. Corey Joseph, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Sure, you might not think, wow, 8 points. It still felt like he had 85. Corey Joseph, shout out to you, because the veteran leadership that Corey has been showing very recently is we could have used this, in the fact that we haven't been doing it. I'm so glad that he's able to fill a role and he's doing what he's meant to do on this team, which is really give us that veteran leadership to try to push us to a win. Even if we end up losing, he tried his best, and you could see he tried. Tristan da Silva, 3 for 6, 2 for 3 from the 3-point shot. I'm not going to lie to you. Every time Tristan shoots the 3 and he makes it, it's so, it's one of the cleanest shots I've ever seen in my life. This man be... And it's just, and it's oh my goodness, it'd be so cash. I can't wait for it to be a 5 for 6 performance multiple times from Tristan da Silva. But I will take this 2 for 3, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 18 points for Caleb Houston. 18 points for Caleb Houston. Not Houston like Texas, Houston. This man was on fire. This man did not miss. This man was going crazy. This man was truly going crazy. Felt like he was on fire the entire time. It truly felt like Tristan da Silva Caleb Houston. He's that guy that people are like, man, Caleb needs to go, Caleb this, Caleb that, and then all of a sudden he gives us this performance where you see why he's on this team, and I feel like if we're able to get a consistent version of this on the bench, imagine like he can be that shooter that we need, like a Shane Battier role, a Mike Miller type of role, where it's like we just need a couple big shots right now. I need you to hit, and he comes in and just takes off. Gary Harris 1 for 2, 1 for 1 from three. I'm gonna give it to you, Gary. 50% is what it is. You made it three when it counted, and that was great. 2 for 8, 0 for 2 from 3 from Anthony Black. We definitely need a better performance from you, but 6, 4, and 2, I will take it. Yes, I get it. We lost by 7. Goga having only 6 minutes and Wendell playing 31 while going 2 for 5 and 0 for 2, giving us 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists is it's abysmal. It's abysmal. I was about to be like abysmal, but no, it's abysmal. Like Jonathan Isaac, 9 minutes, 1 for 3, 1 3, 3 1 and 1. You're talking about Goga Batadze, 6 minutes, 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, 1 board, 1 assist. Why is he only playing 6 minutes? Why is Jonathan Isaac only playing 9 minutes when out of all of these players, the only big that you see on that list is this guy? And this guy clearly 31 minutes, 2 for 5, 0 for 2 from 3, no free throws attempted. How are you a big and you don't even attempt a free throw? Where are your shots coming from? How are you trying to get these points? I get it. You got us 2 boards and 2 assists as the starting center of a squad that is abysmal. The fact that our bigs are still on the bench, we got to point it to the coaches. I don't like for people to be like, oh, Mo's this, Mo's that. Who is accepting the rotations? Who is in charge of the rotations? It falls on Mo's, and at the end of the day, these rotations have to be better because Jonathan Isaac and Goga Batadze should not be playing 9 and 6 minutes when a Wendell Carter Jr. is playing 31. I'm so sorry. Really apologize to you. Now, the next game that we have, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, Magic fans. It's against Cleveland. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And the thing about it, why is it at 1 p.m.? Because it's on ABC, which means what? The Magic are on national television. Let me say that again. The Magic are on national television. So, that being said, gotta prepare for the worst because national television, it's just not our friend. But you know what? That's only this year. Next year, you're gonna see we're gonna be even better. And I hope that we change the tide now because we want to hear the song. We want to hear. We can't play it because, of course, we didn't win, but we want to hear that. We want to hear that, especially after a national televised game. So I pray that we're able to use this same intensity and go against the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland and snag a W. 43 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists for Paolo Banchero. Franz had a terrible first half, and I get it, Franz. I get it. You were getting smashed in terms of you were going in the paint, they were rocking your shit and nobody was calling anything. I get it. I will give you that. I am glad that he was able to still come out the game clearly with 16 points, but still, if he would have had just a little more, if he would have gave us a 30 piece, if he would have gave us a 25 piece, this game would have been different. This game would have looked different, and I'm telling you, we have to have that against Cleveland. We can't have Paolo just scoring all the points and everybody else just getting any extra things that Paolo don't make. You know what I'm saying? Any extra boards that Paolo don't make. And it's like they're double teaming, triple teaming Paolo. You know what? Now we get a shot. No, we have to be able to have everybody contribute to this game. And going into that Cleveland game, it's going to count. Because if you see this Minnesota matchup, an Anthony Edwards, he didn't even crack 30. And the fact that 43 points were given from Paolo Banchero and we lost, it's terrible. I love, though, like, I love that we were able to compete, and I love like seeing that in Minnesota we were able to show up, because that was something that I was scared of. I didn't want to drop an 80 piece, in Minnesota, which I pray is what we also do in Cleveland. Do not drop an 80 piece, a 90 piece. Please crack 100, 110 at least, so that way it could at least be, if we lose, a considerable loss like this one, to where it's just not embarrassing for us as the fans, because we've seen time and time again, we win one game and then we go on another 5 game losing streak. Can't happen this time. We have to be better. We have to truly just we have to try. We have to try our best. And I get it. I get it. We have what we got, and we have to help Paulo. We have to help him. 43, 10, and 3. This now has multiple times this season become a, what are we going to do in the offseason? This offseason, we need help. We need to help Paulo. And I think we have to make a big splash. If we get a Trae Young, I pray we get a Trae Young. And if we get a Trae Young, I think it's going to help us a lot. Because if you look at it, who's contributing anyways? Any of the people that we're going to trade for Trae Young, aren't really contributing anyways. So it's like, you know what? Let's get him out of here. Let's move him up here. Let's get a J.I. on the bench. Even if we have to trade all of these guys, I'm so sorry. I would love a Trae Young on this team. Feeling like if we have shooting, if we have a point guard that can truly just, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, because now you limit the double teaming on Paolo, because if you double team Paolo, you're going to leave Trae open. And if you leave Trae open while you're double teaming Paolo, y'all going to double team Trae too. That leaves everybody else open. And then you got somebody like a Franz Wagner. And hello, did y'all forget a Jalen Suggs, who is going to just be open, and it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. Y'all already know though. Magic fans today, 118, 111. We gotta live with this one. We really gotta live with this one. I love seeing that our guy is hooping, man. Our guy is hooping. That kid is really just proving all of us right in terms of, yeah. For example, me, I was a team Jabari. In the first game of Summer League, I remember, I believe it was a pick. And then I think he either went for a dunk or something. And when he went for the dunk, I was like, oh, nah, bro. Nah, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. And, like, I got this tattooed. That's the one thing, because I literally said it doesn't matter who the pick is or if I agree. I know this is a big day in Magic history. I don't know what it was. Something told me. So, regardless if I was Team Jabari, I got my first ever tattoo the day that Paolo got drafted by us, because I knew, regardless if it was who I wanted or not, it was going to change the franchise's history. And look what happened. It really is. And we are truly on a special run. That, yes, it might not be the best of tides now, but eventually this tide is going to change and we're going to be doing something great. I cannot wait for that. 118, 111. Magic fans, positive mindset of the day is keep the faith. Always remember, you just got to maintain your focus. And if you have a goal in mind, it doesn't matter how long it takes to reach it. Remember, like, people die when they don't want to live no more. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have goals, when you don't have things in mind, it's when it starts getting boring. That's when you start shutting down. That's when it starts, it's the closer to the end than it ever was. But that's something you could tell yourself every day. You're closer to the end than you've ever been. What are you going to do today? You know what I'm saying? You might have lost yesterday. You might have got smacked by 40 a couple weeks ago. You might be playing the team that you got smacked by 40. You might be going to the same situation. You might be going to the same place. You might be doing the same task that you just failed not too long ago. What are you going to do? Are you going to just show up and say, I already lost by 40. We're going to do it again? No. It's a new day. It's a new game. It's a new opportunity. What will you do, Magic fans? We got to show up. We got to show out. And that's what you just got to do in life. In life, there are times where you don't want to go to that spot. You don't want to talk to that manager. You don't want to talk to that friend. You don't want to tell that to that partner. You don't want to bring up that tough conversation, talk to your parents. I've been there. You've been there. Everybody's been there. It's just human nature. But at the end of the day, the moment you realize nerves is the only thing that you can control, you'll be the calmest person in the room. Because at the end of the day, pressure is only made by you. You invent that to yourself, because at the end of the day, whether you do that or not, tomorrow's going to come. The sun's going to rise, the sun's going to set. Regardless of the outcome of whatever situation, it's going to happen. Whether we lose 118 or 111, or whether we beat Cleveland on Sunday on national television. At the end of the day, life's going to keep going. So why not face the issue? Why not just say what you believe and live in your truth? So that way, at the end of the day, can't nobody pick and choose. Can't nobody say this. Can't nobody say that. You live in your truth and you realize you're doing everything for you. You're doing everything to make yourself feel good and just be, for example, myself. My goal is to just be a better person in life. Whether that's being more respectful to my family, whether that's being a better dog parent, whether that's being hitting up my friends, whether that's being looking out for myself, whether that's being whatever it is, looking out for a neighbor, telling somebody something, talking. It doesn't matter what it is. Trying to improve and trying to better the world, because you want to leave the world a better place than when you came in. And I'm not going to lie to you, Magic fans. We all know 118, 111 is what we were rocking with. 31 and 37. Every injury in the book. This season has really just shown us perseverance and shown us patience and shown us the will of what it is to be a fan and what it is to truly want something. Y'all want this team to be great. Y'all want to root for this team. Stick through the mud, like moments like this where we show that we got the peak and we're this close to just putting that final puzzle piece, to getting that puzzle piece in. The game is set. We are on the rise. I'm telling you right now, Cleveland, I don't know what to tell you, Magic fans. I'm excited for that game. It's going to be a great game. Y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, subscribe. We got pre-games, post-games, anything, everything Magic fan related on this channel. Yes, sir. Like always, that's a wrap.
Hollywood, and it's evident I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.